my activity, especially in area which they call it Area C, which this happened, this Area C, they start as a Area C after Oslo Agreement, after 1993. And that means this area, it's under Israeli occupation control since 93, which that means we are not allowed in this area to do any work, any structure work, any education, any health service work, without the Israeli permission, which is never given for our people in Area C. And this area, they should be just only for 5 years as an Area C, and later Israeli Commission, they have to give it back to our authority or to our organization, and they don't give it until now. And what's happened in Area C? In Area C, first we are talking about 65% of the West Bank, it's Area C. And most of the Jordan Valley area, they mention it as an Area C. When we are talking about Jordan Valley, we are talking about 95% of the Jordan Valley, it's as an Area C. Later, they make part of this area as a closed military firing zone, including our community, our village, our farmers. They make it as firing zone and military area. And they make 56% as a closed military and firing zone. And that's mean they put it our civilian people, our resources, our water resource, our farm, our land, under the Israeli military law, which that means they don't deal with our civilian as a civilian, they deal as a military with us. And in all this area, we are not allowed to build a house, we are not allowed to access to the water resource, even we are not allowed to build a school or hospitals. In some area, even we are not allowed to travel. And of course, when we're talking about the Jordan Valley, it's a strategy and important area because the main water resource in the whole West Bank, it's in the Jordan Valley. The only border to travel from West Bank outside to the Arabian country, to the Middle East, to Europe, it's from Jordan Valley. And it's a huge land where it's very rich land for economic, for agriculture. All these resources is controlled from Israeli. I mean, the border, the water, the land, it's totally they control it. And this is how they broke our main breadbasket food. It used to be before 67 in the Jordan Valley. Now it's at least around 80% of this land. It's a settlers colonizing project. After they confiscate the land and they control the water, they build exactly 37 Israeli colony, which most of this Israeli colony, it's agriculture. They grow a lot of dates, more than 2 million dates tree. They grow a lot of grapes, they grow vegetables, they grow flowers, which most of this product they exported to Europe. And this is why we are focusing about Area C, because before 67, it used to be was the Palestinian population in this area more than 300,000 Palestinians. Now we are talking about only 56,000 Palestinians who still resisting in this area without having any kind of right. What we try to do, our work, our activity in the Jordan Valley in Area C is to define the Palestinian to resist and stay. We help our village and our community to build schools, and we build and support to build 5 schools in different village and community in the Jordan Valley. There is more than 1,000 students who go to this school. And all the schools that we built it in Area C is under the risk because already Israeli military and Israeli organization, they give order demolition to destroy it. and any times or any days they can just came and destroy it. And of course, we go to the Israeli High Court in Jerusalem to divide it by the Israeli law, which is not really giving or giving the permission to keep the school or to be refused. But until now, they didn't destroy it. This is one of our activities, how to support the right of education in different strategy and different program. Even we make different workshop and more different activity for the youth, for the student who living in this area. And the other part of our activity, we fight for the right of water. When I say we are not allowed to access to the water resource, that's mean in all areas C, we are not allowed to have water to drink. In some of this community and village, you can see if you came here by your eyes, how is the Israeli water pipe going to the Israeli colony or to the army base, crossing our houses, crossing our village and going to the Israeli colony. And our population who resisting there is just only one solution to have the water. They have to use the truck to drive and go to the area A, which that's mean to the Palestinian area. And we buy the 1 cubic meter of water at 25 shekel. And they go back to the village, to his house, to his animals, the family, to water the animals, to have some water for the family, to drink or for washing or for cooking. And this is thing until now we are in area C not allowed to have a water. Even in area B, Israeli company that's they control the water, it's called Mikarot, which is even international company. I mean, it's working in Europe or in the international country. Even they come with the Israeli soldiers and destroying our system of water, destroying our pipeline of water that we use it to water our plant, our trees in area B. They confiscate it even, and they don't give us enough water. And this is one of the main opportunities for humanity, for our people who are still resisting or living in area C, that we are not allowed to have the water. In this case, we working for different way to divide our people for the water. First, we built the pipeline of water, the one that Israeli destroyed. Even we built the other 2 pipe of line water for 2 villages and community to make water having direct in the same village, inside the village. We organized different demonstration and protest to go outside to the road 90. This is one of the main high road in the Jordan Valley, which used by the main Israeli colony and Israeli citizen to make a demonstration direct in this road or inside the Palestinian village to ask them for our right of water. And we're still dividing and fighting for our right of water until now. One of our main activity that we watching the whole area, especially during Israeli coming to destroy house, coming to confiscate cars or confiscating the machine tractor that Palestinian farmer use it. We go to take pictures, to filming what's going on, to write an article and report. We translate it to different language and we publish it for having more international know the right or to know about the fact what's going on in the Jordan Valley, and trying to build more international solidarity and support to support our community, our village, to take our voice outside to the international parliament, international authority, to stop all this kind of crimes against the humanity. Even we host international volunteers, we host international groups, which they came sometimes for a couple of weeks or a day to see the situation. We take him for a tour to have a meeting with the community, with the family, to hear them from them direct. International, they came as a volunteer sometimes even, yeah, and to help us building a school, building pipeline of water, helping us in writing article or report. We make different kind of action even to support farmers for harvest project. As a Palestinians volunteers and international, sometimes they join and we harvest the vegetables as cucumbers, tomatoes, eggplant. This is one of the way how we can support the farmers who are resisting in the Jordan Valley. We make some project for the youth to teach them about international law and Israeli law and try them to use the law for dividing the community or the families who living in the area. We have some project to support our economic as a woman economic or youth economic even. This is in general what we are doing.